Welcome to Rebelle With A Cause, Called to the Case. I'm your host, Kitty, and if you're new here, I tell victim stories with compassion, honoring their lives while hoping to inspire others to keep talking about these cases. In doing so, I feel like we don't leave the victims alone in what they've had to endure, and we bring awareness where it's needed most. Faith is an important element on my channel. I do my best to be respectful of others' beliefs while still honoring my own, and I really hope that translates in all of my episodes. Fair warning, we discuss real crime cases and sensitive topics. It's meant for awareness purposes only, and I find my information on the internet. I strongly encourage you to look up each case, check the facts, and stay up to date on new developments yourselves as well. Everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty, of course. Please listen with care. Now let's get into it. In light of the recent 6th anniversary of her disappearance, today we are bringing awareness to the case Dulce Alavez, a little girl who went missing when she was just 5 years old from her local park in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Her story has captured hearts and attention for years. Today, we'll explore everything we know, unanswered questions, and the impact her case has had on her family and community. Dulce María Alavez was born on April 25, 2014. From the beginning, she was described by those who knew her as bright, joyful, and full of curiosity. Her family was close-knit, and she had an older sister and a younger brother who was just 3 at the time of her disappearance. Dulce loved playing outside, especially at the neighborhood parks. She had that natural spark children carry, a sense of wonder that made ordinary days feel extraordinary. Her parents worked hard to provide for their children, balancing daily responsibilities with nurturing their little family. The Alavez household, like many, was full of love, routine, and everyday small joys. A game after school, a favorite meal, a bedtime story. It was the kind of life that felt safe, ordinary, and full of hope. September 16th, 2019 was a typical day in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Warm, sunny, and the kids enjoying the last days of summer. Dulce and her 3-year-old brother were at their local city park. Her mother and older sister stayed in the car nearby, giving the children some space to play while attending to other small tasks. Her mother later said that she was about 30 yards away, scratching off a lottery ticket and helping her older daughter with some homework. It was meant to be a normal, brief moment, just a quick errand in the park, while the children played. Dulce's little brother had wandered back to the car though, crying, upset. His ice cream was melting, but Dulce wasn't with him, and at that moment, the ordinary day became a nightmare. Dulce had disappeared. Emergency calls were made immediately. Neighbors and other park goers joined the frantic search. Police were contacted.
911, where's your emergency?
I can't find my daughter.
Okay, when was the last time you seen her?
We were there at the park, and people said that somebody took her.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 5 years old.
This is the timeline that authorities had pieced together. Dulce plays at the park with her little brother, possibly around 4 or 5 p.m. Shortly after that, her brother returns alone, crying, and Dulce is missing. Immediately, the mother alerts authorities, reporting that Dulce is missing, and within hours, the Amber Alert was issued. Local police and state authorities joined the search. Neighbors began canvassing the area, sharing descriptions and posting alerts on social media. Witnesses later described seeing a light-skinned Hispanic man, then around 5'6" to 5'8", wearing red pants, a black shirt, and orange sneakers. Others reported a red van with sliding doors and tinted windows. Authorities also released a sketch of a possible witness, a man seen near the park around the time of the disappearance, wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and a white baseball cap. He was not labeled as a suspect, but law enforcement wanted to talk to him to gather more information. Despite these leads, no one could confirm what exactly happened during those crucial minutes. Dulce had vanished, leaving a void filled with unanswered questions and a community desperate for hope. The investigation into Dulce's disappearance was extensive and persistent. Local police worked tirelessly, coordinating with state agencies and the FBI. Searches covered the park, surrounding areas, neighborhoods, rivers, wooded areas. Canvassing included door-to-door inquiries and distributing flyers with Dulce's photo and description. The FBI took an active role analyzing witness reports, checking surveillance footage, and tracing the description of the red van reported near the park. They also examined tips submitted by the public, some promising and others dead ends. Age-progressed images of Dulce were released in later years, giving the public an idea of what she might look like as she grew older. These images kept her story alive and maintained community awareness. Yet, even with persistent efforts, Dulce remains missing, and her case remains unsolved. Law enforcement emphasized the importance of distinguishing confirmed facts from speculation. The public was cautioned against spreading unverified rumors, some of which included fraudulent fundraising campaigns that ultimately harmed the family and distracted investigators. Over time, several theories emerged. Stranger abduction based on witness reports of a man in a red van. The investigators considered Dulce may have been taken by someone she didn't know. Witness involvement described the man in the sketch seen as near the park remained an open lead. Authorities wanted to understand his role, whether accidental or intentional. Some reports suggest that it may have been a spur-of-the-moment crime, emphasizing the vulnerability of children in familiar settings. While these remain possibilities, authorities have not confirmed any of them as fact. The case remains open, with investigators following tips, examining evidence, and keeping the public informed through official channels. Bridgeton rallied around Dulce and her family, and volunteers searched parks, fields, and waterways. Local churches, schools, and community organizations offered support, both practical and emotional. Social media campaigns amplified awareness, ensuring Dulce's story reached beyond the local area. This collective effort underscored the power of community in the face of tragedy. The Alavez family expressed gratitude for these efforts, even amid their ongoing pain. The case presents difficult, unanswered questions. Who took Dulce, and why? Were there missed opportunities to prevent this? How could a child disappear from a familiar public place within minutes? Which leads remain reliable and which have misled investigators? These questions weigh heavily on the family and community, highlighting the fragility of safety and the profound impact of sudden loss. As we reflect on Dulce's story, it reminds us of the importance of vigilance, compassion, and hope. Faith can play a quiet guiding role in sustaining hope, inspiring compassion, and encouraging action. It reminds us to value every child, to protect our communities, and to honor the stories of those who are missing. We share this story not just to recount events, but to foster awareness and empathy, to ensure Dulce is never forgotten, and to encourage continued efforts towards safety, justice, and closure. Thank you so much for joining me today on Rebelle with a Cause, Called to the Case. I'm Kitty, and if you're moved by Dulce's story, please consider sharing it, staying informed, and keeping conversations alive about missing children in your own communities as well. Every voice helps maintain hope and drive action. Until next time, stay hopeful, stay compassionate, and stay called. Goodbye.